former island of Marken is located in the municipality of Waterland in the Netherlands and was connected to the mainland via dike in 1957. Marken is known for its monumental wooden houses and costumes. Walking through the yards between the wooden houses, over drawbridges, and through narrow alleys, it gives you the idea of being back in time. In 1164, a major storm blows away a large amount of land, leaving an island. Marken got its name from that transition, means border country. Thanks to the monks of the Frisian monastery that settled in Marken, it did not fall prey to the advancing Zagharzee in the course of the 13th century. Marken became the property of that monastery and the Norbentin monks in 1232. In addition, they developed agriculture and husbandry, and they built dikes and provided a drainage system. In 1232, the monks built a wooden chapel dedicated to Mary. Later, a large brick whole church was built on this site, which was adapted and renovated over the centuries. A century later, Marken came into the hands of Count William IV of Holland, and the monks were driven out. This brought an end to the prosperity in Waterland. The dikes fell into disrepair, and countless floods in the 14th and 15th centuries made agriculture and animal husbandry virtually impossible. Part of the island was sold to residents and the rest to the burghers of Amsterdam. To limit water nuisance, the villagers began to build houses on yards, artificially raised hills or mounds. Of the total 27 created in the Middle Ages, only 12 are left standing. All others were abandoned, destroyed by fire, or washed away by the sea. In the 19th century, the yards became fully built with all wooden houses. When floods ended agriculture and livestock, fishing became the main source of income. Until the closing of the Zagharzee in 1932, when Afsluitdijk or enclosure dam was built, turning it from a sea into a lake. The harbor was constructed in 1837 and expanded in 1870 for the fleet of typical fishing boats. This former hotel, pub, restaurant, Divisha, was built in 1927, a historic site where we took our lunch. For some time, during the later 19th and 20th century, Marken and its inhabitants were the focus of considerable attention by folklorists, ethnographers, and physical anthropologists, who regarded the small fishing village as a relic of traditional native culture that was destined to disappear as the modernization of the Netherlands gained pace. Among them was Johann Friedrich Blumenbach, who examined a skull from the island, which he called Vativus Genuinus, and the Belgian painter Xavier Mallory, who stayed in Marken at the request of Charles de Coster. Mallory was asked to perform illustrative work and delivered several intimist creations. Before the Afsluitdijk tamed the water of the Zagharzee, Marken suffered annually from smaller and larger floods. The last major flood of January 13 and 14, 1916, which affected large parts of Waterland and parts of North Holland. Nearly the entire region was flooded, but Marken was hit hardest in terms of fatalities. 16 people, including entire families, drowned. In 2016, a memorial was created in memory of the victims of the flood. During World War II, due to its remote location, Marken was barely touched, with some German soldiers stationed there. In 1957, Marken was connected to the mainland by a dike. Despite its construction, Marken had managed to retain its charm and island character. 2 years later, the road was made and villagers were able to work and go to school in the mainland. Today, Marken thrives because of the authenticity and the more than 300,000 visitors who see this village annually. It is also the perfect place to take a dip or swim during these hot summer days. So that's it for the history and sights in the village of Marken. Until next time, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Bye! So guys, if you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and feel free to comment.
Hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell. Come on guys, hit the bell.
For notifications.
And don't forget to share.
And like!